We're a few hours out from this afternoon's kickoff against Forest Green Rovers, so it's time for another catch-up with Chaz. Chaz, a beautiful day, and the pitch isn't looking too bad either.
Yeah, it's unusually so. We've had a decent run into getting it ready. Weather hasn't had any effect on us, and nor has whatever we've been doing at the training ground. So yeah, we're really pleased today. Boys are just finishing the second cut. Started at 9, and when we've recovered from the 16 or so kilometres of walking, we'll puff our chests out and happily go and speak to the opposition coaches and tell them where I want them to be and where I don't want them to be. So it's a good day today. It won't always be like this, and I know that. But we'll take this one today as, we're really proud of the place.
Make the most of it while we can, certainly. So obviously yesterday's result for the under-23s against Argyle means there's 2 more games here within the next week. On Tuesday against Swansea, and then the following Tuesday against Wolves. How do you feel about 2 more games, 2 sort of unplanned games for you, if you like?
Well, first of all, I'll say the Argyle pitch, from the pictures I saw, looked amazing yesterday, and Chris is doing a fantastic job down there. So I'll say that as a fellow groundsman, bigging him up. He's a cracking bloke, and we often speak on the phone because we've got very similar pitches now, we've got a bit of rivalry between us, I should imagine. But hopefully they'll be equally as good as each other, and they'll be fantastic for our respective teams. And yes, this is one of the reasons why we put this pitch in. Because, on a normal grass pitch, without any fancy bits in it, you can get one team playing, every other week. But the club being the way it is and having the youth set up and everything else, we had to look at this pitch and we had to do something to it because, we want a successful team, not just the senior team, but all the other teams relating to it, because obviously the benefit it brings. And so the offset of that is you need to have a pitch that can cope with more than just one team. We couldn't play 2 full teams on this, but that's the reason why we did all that work. That's the reason we spent all the money, so we can have 2 games a week and sometimes 3 games a week. Not every week, but when we do need to have those games, we can put them on and we can put a similar surface out, and not to the detriment of going forward for the rest of the season. So, it's a great start to a run of games. 2 a week for the next couple of weeks, and talk to me in just over 2 weeks' time, and it'll have done what it was put there to do, and hopefully we'll have nurtured our way through those games and come out the other side, and it'll still be a surface that looks like it is today.
Excellent stuff. So obviously the boys are putting the final cut on it now. What else is left to do before the game this afternoon?
We've started to mark out the day before because I actually prefer the lines to be dry when all the players come. Otherwise, they walk on a wet white line and walk it across my pitch, which is quite annoying. And to stand there and say don't stand on the white lines is a little bit archaic. So we've done that the day before, so really I've just tidying up around the edges. We're cutting them a little bit longer. Because we were struggling to keep the grass on there, because when they do their warm downs, they wear the areas on the corners, and that annoys me. So I can't stop them doing it. So I'll try and manage the situation and grow a bit longer grass around the edges. So I'm just doing that. And then we've got to put all the advertising out, put the goals in, and we've been so excited about the pitch, I haven't even thought what we're going to have to eat today. So there's a first.
Well, you surprised me when you said you haven't had bacon this morning. So make sure you. When you're done, you fill yourself up.
Yeah, basically, I've had nothing at all this morning so far. So, now you've started talking about it, I'm actually starting to feel a bit hungry.
So am I. I'm salivating.
I'll have to see if we've got any biscuits in the biscuit tin.
I think there's one donut left in the office as well, if you're quick as well. So maybe come around and get that. Chaz, thanks so much. We'll let you crack on with the rest of the boys and get the pitch ready. And we'll chat to you soon.
Thank you. And, fingers crossed.